These 10 habits change everything. And these are the same 10 habits that I see most profitable traders have, not just online, but offline too. I actually personally know an 8-figure trader. He's actually an ex-hedge fund manager on Wall Street. And I used to play basketball with him in Florida. And I remember he was telling me he was $18 million short on the market. So these habits are not just the habits that you see traders online or like myself, but these are just habits that most profitable traders have. Number 1, have winners bigger than losers. Okay, if you can master this, I don't see why not. Why you can't be successful. Because if you have a 50% win rate, all right, and your winners are 2 times, 3 times, even 4 to 5 times bigger than your losers, right? I don't see a reason why you can't make it. Yes, sometimes you might have, a win rate maybe go down to 40%, but in general, if you are hovering around 50% and above and you are winning more than you are losing, I don't see why you can't make it. So if you can literally master this, you will be okay. Even like last year when I was going for my 1-to-1s a lot, I still had 1-to-2s or 1-to-3s here and there, okay, or 1-to-4s here and there. So it wasn't just strictly 1-to-1. But now this year, I'm definitely focusing a little bit more on way bigger winners, minimum 2-to-1. Every trade is not 1-to-1. So have your winners bigger than your losers. Please keep that in mind. Number 2, have filters. Every trade is not created equal, right? You have to understand every trade is not the same. So just because I trade pullbacks in the trend doesn't mean that every pullback is the same. Good example is if the market is overextended, right, to the upside, you don't want to buy the top, right? If the market has been trending for a long time, why are you buying the top? You really want to buy a pullback when the market is beginning to trend. You have to understand that's a way better trade. It looks the same when you're looking at it, right? Because it's a pullback, trading the trend, but it's not the same because one trade is actually in the beginning of the trend and the next trade is actually when the trend is overextended. So you have to understand every trade is not created equal, so you have to have filters. The filters will help you decide whether if this is a good trade or not. Okay, so that's why you need filters. It's going to help you say, you know what, it's a strong possibility that this trade might not work just because XYZ. Okay, so please have your filters in place. Number 3, think in probabilities, not certainties. Okay, most traders, they want a 90% win rate. They want that certainty. They want, that paycheck every single day or every single week. And unfortunately, in trading, you will never get that. You will never get certainty. Yes, some months you will win every single week, but you will have losing weeks, right? You will have losing days. You will not have that certainty like you're going to your 9 to 5, all right? You have to understand that, and not only understand that, you have to accept this. You cannot control the market, right? Only thing you control is your risk. So this is why, again, going back to the first thing we talked about, having your winners bigger than your losers is one of the things you can control. So make sure that that is going to help you. When you say things like, I know what the market is going to do, you are not thinking in probabilities because you don't know. No one knows, right? But once you start to think in probabilities, you actually reduce your bias, right? You will actually improve your decision making and you will actually reduce emotional reactions because you are living in reality, because you understand that you don't know if the next trade is going to be a winner or not. But you don't care if it's going to be a winner or not because you know in the long run your strategy will work. That is thinking in probabilities, okay? There's no certainty in the market. Number 4, take breaks instead of quitting. You have to understand, guys, when you quit, game is over. But when you take breaks and you continue, guys, you still have a chance. If you look at a lot of successful people, this is what they have in common. They might take a break here and there, even if it's for a week, even if it's for one day, right? They will take breaks, but they're not going to quit. Some people, a lot of successful traders in general or successful people in general don't even have a plan B. They are all in. And myself too, I was actually all in. I didn't really have a plan B. So instead of just quitting, right, just take little breaks, even if it's for a day, even if it's for 2 days, a week, or even a month, just take a break instead of quitting. That helped me a lot. Number 5, create a strategy that fits your personality, right? not all profitable traders trade the same. You have to understand that, guys. And a lot of people online really don't understand this. They are not mature enough to understand this, because you hear people will laugh at other people's strategies. Oh, you're trading this way, ha ha ha. And I can tell that they are not mature because they don't understand that there's no one way to trade the market. There's multiple ways to trade the market. There's people out here that's actually making money trading trend lines. There's people out here that's making money trading supply and demand. You have to understand there are so many different strategies and so many different ways to trade the market. You have to create something that fits you. Even if you follow someone, right, and you actually use their strategy, eventually you might actually use a strategy but tweak it in a way that it fits you. Maybe that person is trading very aggressive when it comes to entries, and maybe you don't want to trade that aggressive. Maybe you want to be a little bit more conservative. Well, that's basically making a strategy fit your personality. So this habit right here, I see a lot of profitable traders, they have this because they want their strategy to fit their personality. Number 6, don't chase. I'd rather miss out on a trade than chase the trade, because chasing the trade, it literally means that you are breaking your rules and you might lose money. So every time I break my rules and lose money, man, I really feel bad inside. So I don't want to do that. I don't want to chase. I'd rather miss out on a move. Listen, guys, if you are not willing to miss out on a trade or not even trade for the day, then you are not a real trader. Anybody that tells you you have to trade every single day, they do not understand trading. Please understand that it's okay to miss a trade if it's not part of your system, and it's okay to even not trade for the day. Okay, that's how you know you are grown as a trader, and most likely you're going to become profitable because you're not chasing. Number 7, work on yourself. I had to do this. I had problems where, I was literally doing the same mistakes every single week, right? I'm like, yo, what is wrong with me? Is something really wrong with me? Like, how can a human being make the same mistakes over and over and over? It was just like to the point where I was really frustrated, disappointed. I'm like, come on, Ben, you have to do better than this, right? So me working on myself, understanding I have to fix my, baggage in order to be profitable, that definitely helped me out, right? And you have to understand, guys, it's so easy to, do a lot of things, but our mind get in the way, right? It's easy to lose weight. You know what to do. You know how to lose weight. But why you can't lose weight? Because it's hard. Mentally, it's hard, right? Even working out, going to the gym. You should work out, right? Maybe 5 days a week, but you don't do it. Why? Because mentally, you're fighting that demon, right? And you should be following your rules every single day or every single week. And guess what? You break your rules. Why is that? Because mentally, we are battling with ourselves. So working on yourself is very important. This is something that I definitely had to get, under control in order to become profitable. Number 8, make sure you understand the bigger picture. Guys, even though I trade a 5-minute chart, I'm always zooming out, right? I understand the bigger picture. I understand what's to the left, right? I understand that I just can't trade looking at, one little section. No, I have to zoom out, making sure that there's nothing in the way, there's nothing to the left. Whatever the case is, understanding that big picture. And a lot of profitable traders really understand the big picture. You have to zoom out. Number 8, ask for help. Guys, there's nothing wrong with asking for help, all right? Even if you have to pay. I don't care what no one says. It's actually very good to pay, because when you pay, you actually pay attention. Meaning that you're more serious. You're actually saying, all right, I got skin in the game. Let me lock down. Let me actually pay attention, because I actually pay for this, right? So there's nothing wrong with actually finding a mentor, or doing one-on-ones, or finding a group, or finding a program that will help you. Asking for help, guys, there's nothing wrong with that. Please do not let anybody discourage you when it comes to asking for help. We all need help. It is what it is. This is how life works. Your mother helps you. Your father helps you. Your cousin, your neighbor, everybody helps you. That's how life works. So you need help to get to the next level. Number 10, get enough sleep. Guys, this is very important. I know every single time I don't get enough sleep, I do not perform good. Or even if I do perform good, how many days can I actually, last if I don't get enough sleep? So getting enough sleep is actually very important. And I noticed that a lot of profitable traders, they get enough sleep. So when they come to their desk, right? In the morning time, they are literally laser focused. They know what they have to do and they can actually focus at a high level. Getting enough sleep is very important. Please do not sleep on this. Please do not sleep on this. Getting enough sleep is very important for you, not just for your health wise, but to make sure that you focus, because remember, trading is a mental game, not a physical game.